What's up, everybody? It's Tenai and some guy named Jay on the line. We got Hoopz, Nicole, a.k.a. Hoopz. How are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. Now, Jay, we got to get nosy today. Like, we got to get in that. It's some stuff I want to know. I want to ask you questions.
Uh-oh.
Ain't nothing off limits. So I'm ready to get started. So, of course, everybody knows you from the show Flavor of Love. I mean, like, how was that? How was the reality TV life? Like, tell the truth. Did you know that you was actually going to win the competition, or how was that process?
Okay. Well, here goes. This is the thing, and I think it's a big misconception with the entire world because, I mean, that was one of the biggest shows that reality TV actually ever came out with, and I think it started and paved the way for most of the shows on today, whether people want to admit it or not. You know, so I think that's why after, 11 years now, people are still like, oh, my gosh, Hoopz, Flavor Flav. Like, it's still crazy to me because they remember that, you know what I mean? But you think about the one-hit wonders, and you still hear that song, and it becomes legendary, you know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be a part of that. But back to your question, I think everybody thought and still thinks that we knew who the guy was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it wasn't like The Bachelor or anything like that. Like, that's why everybody's like, what, girl, you went for Flav? Like, first of all, I can't change the way people think. Like, go ahead, whatever your vision was or however you think. That's what was great about reality television in the day. Everything was so quiet kept. So all we knew was it was a dating show, okay? They made sure everybody was single. We had no idea who the guy was, and literally it was the first time that I've ever, been behind the TV, so it was such a crazy, surreal experience for me. So I'm literally trying to soak up the cameras and the big arms and just the mansion we were in and all of these things, you know? So you're not really, thinking, wondering, who's going to walk through the door. All I remember is standing there. That was the first day that when you guys seen all of us women there, that was the first day that I seen them, you know? So everything's crazy, and you're just, so excited, but you're nervous at the same time. And you're like, what, is this really happening? Then they're like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they open up the damn doors, and here comes Flavor Flav. That's why you've seen our reactions. We almost died. And by then, it's too late. You're on the damn show. You just got to roll with it. You know what I mean? You're like, are you? And I hid for the first 2 or 3 episodes. You will not see me. I'm in the room. I'm like, holy shit, I don't know if I could. This is crazy. So I think everybody thought we knew it was him. You know what I mean? And we had no idea. So then you just roll with the punches and you legit, figure out, who this person is, how he operates. And then you ultimately fall in love with that person's personality. It was a great guy. That's why you hear me say, yo, he's one of the best people I've ever met or known in my life. And I'm not just saying that with a grain of salt. You know, so that's how that happened. So, no, I did not know that I was going to win. We did not know it was Flav. Let me ask you, if you think, I don't think you would have got those types of girls if they said, hey, we're doing a dating show, and it's going to be Flav who you're fighting for. Come on, nobody would have signed. Well, some people would have signed up, but not 20 pretty girls. You know what I mean? Come on.
No, it wouldn't have happened, and that's why I asked.
It wouldn't have been that way.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a whole different cast. I know it would have.
It would have been a different. Exactly.
Let me ask you this. Now I know y'all have to kind of psych yourself into doing it, and you were like, oh, no, it's Flav. I'm not feeling that. But were there any women that you believe actually feel like, okay, it seems like she kind of feeling him a little bit now she's on the show?
Yeah, seriously. And I believe New York was one of them. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that, which is crazy. But it's not crazy if you know Flav, though. You know what I mean? Everybody goes on outside appearances, and it is a concept that is hard to grasp. You're like, yeah, right. But the guy is freaking awesome. He is really cool. He has a good heart. He's a good person. He's funny. You could talk to him. Seriously. So it's not very far-fetched for somebody to truly, I love him still. I'll always love him. You know what I mean? Was I going to marry him, and were we going to? Hell no. They were filming season 2 before the damn season 1 was even over. You know what I'm saying? So obviously show business came into a part of it once they realized, this is one of the biggest shows ever. You know what I mean? I think we hit 10 million people in the first season, so oh, shit, we got to keep on going with this. So, hey, you guys aren't going to work out. We're going to roll on with this, and let's find the next one. You know what I'm saying? But I got the brunt end of it. Oh, you did it but that comes with the territory. So you take it, you move on, whatever. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy though, because what you're saying is totally true. Because now, as you can see, like everybody and their mom got a reality show. But like
absolutely,
I said, Flavor of Love started it all, and then after that, I mean, it has like literally taken over the TV screen.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's just
crazy. You know, the crazy.
It's crazy, but I'm sorry. Flavor Flav, he just, I don't know. Of course, he looks the way he looks, and I mean, it definitely would have been a very hard competition for me, but I don't know. He just looked like his breath thing. I don't know. I don't know. That definitely would have.
He looks that way, but I'm not a judgmental person because I've been judged my entire life in this business. So you learned that he was a very clean cut person. Like I swear, like, and this sounds so crazy, but I loved his purple dark skin. I swear to God, like I love dark brothers, so I loved it. And like it was soft and it smelled good, and his breath. No, he's very well kept. So I mean, I don't know if you guys thought I was gonna come on bashing over something, but I love him to death. I have nothing bad to say. And I mean, people do get that perception. People got a perception of me, and it's not good. Some of it's not good, but that's just what the world wants you to see. That's how they can create these, I don't know, these stupid media sites or whatever that are just so negative. But whatever, you know, teach their own. That's the entertainment world we live in.
How much money did you win off of the show? Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, well, I'll
say it again.
I mean, we cut each other off. Sorry, let me get this in.
Okay.
It's good you said about the media perception thing, because I do remember a while back one of those blogs said that as soon as the camera stopped rolling, you were like, nah, get away from me. Like with Flav. So that's what I was thinking, like, okay.
No, not at all. No. It's funny because if I can find a clip, I will show you what happened when the camera stopped rolling. Guess what? We were playing basketball. We were jumping in the pool. They would get mad at us because we were doing all these competitions and swimming underwater. Me and Flav, like the girls would be so mad. You know what I mean? Like we developed a friendship or whatever. We were just having fun in the midst of like whatever we did have a break, tennis or whatever it might be. So no, it was never like that. It's not even my personality. But you know, they're gonna say what they want to say. People want to hear that. Most people in the world are negative. They want the negative, cruel stuff, and there's positive people. You don't really hear what they got to say, but it's whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's crazy. Now, of course, I know that you were really cool with Real and Chance.
Yeah.
A touchy subject, but I mean, how was that kind of dealing with his casting and everything of Real?
Well, yeah, it's still. Yeah.
Still hard.
Well, yeah, it's hard for me to even. Okay, so I'm the type of person when things bother me like that, or like I kind of tend to go the other way because I when I'm not ready to see, I can't even really talk. I don't know. I love him to death. I still love him now, and you know, wonder if he's around. And before he went or whatever, I would always ask, like, what would you come back as? Like, how am I gonna know? Like, we've always had a bond that, I mean, it's hard to explain, you know what I mean, because people seen how it was on television, and what people don't know is, I mean, I didn't give him an answer yes or no when he asked me to marry him. I always said, you know, Ahmad, I said, because we connected on a spiritual level that I've never ever had a connection with anybody with, you know what I mean? There's different connections in the world. They're physical, or they're mental, or they're spiritual, or they're emotional. With us, it was spiritual, and I think that's the strongest connection you can have out of all of them. And you know, even though he was in LA and I was in Tennessee or Michigan, we knew when something was wrong, or we knew this, that, and the other. And I was on the phone with him when he got sick, before we knew what it was. And he had turned his phone off, and he just was like, Nick, I can't get out of bed. I can't move. I have no energy. And you know, I was like, Ahmad, it's okay, or whatever. I was like, maybe like you're thinking too much about stuff. And you know, when you get thrown in the limelight like that, you have a tendency to feel like you have to keep in the spotlight, or you're irrelevant. You know, you keep on going. And so he's like, you know, and I was like, you know, Ahmad, everything isn't always good. Maybe there's just a different path. And I always told him on the show, I'm like, you're going to marry somebody. You're going to have a child. Like, that's what you're here for. And even though it isn't with me, sometimes your soulmates aren't the person that you're going to be with. I truly, honestly believe that, you know. And it was hard for him to grasp. So we lost. It was hard for him to let the love part go, but he had to let the friendship part go to move on with his life and get on with it, you know what I mean? So I had to deal with losing a friend just for a few months, and it was really hard. And then when he came back around, we would talk about certain things, blah, 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 blah. Well, when he was sick, he told me, he said, before we knew, he was like, Nick, there's something else happening, and, you know, it doesn't look right, and I don't want to go into detail. And I said, Ahmad, you have to go to the you have to get out of bed. You have to go to the hospital. And by that time, you know, he did, and he called me. And he was scared to tell me at first, and he was like, yo, you know, like what we talked about, like I think you're right, like stage 4, but at this point it's like late. And I was like, man. So going through the chemo, everything, it was just crazy. He's 32 years old. You would never think that at a young age, like, your life could be flipped upside down. And once again, we kept God close. We always do, and just all these different things. And he was going through chemo, and we talked about to be natural and this, that, and there was just so many things. And then when it got really bad, he became somebody different, you know what I mean? And it was all of the things that maybe he wished would have happened. And so he became I had to deal with the part that I lost the Ahmad part, right? Like, you know what I mean? But I had to understand that it was different medications. It was coming towards the end, and I just wanted to know what he would. I don't know. It's just such a weird. It still is I don't want to believe it, and I couldn't go to the funeral. You know what I mean? I talked to Kamal, all of them. I'm like, I can't go and see him like that. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not him anymore anyway. You know what I mean? I talked to him today, like through God or whatever. You know what I mean? I just couldn't go see that. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So yeah, it was very hard. It still is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Life is short, you know.
Yeah, you definitely have to live it up. I mean, it's just, that's why I'm really trying to take this journey on my health as well, because it's just serious out here. You know, that's literally all we have is our health. Like,
that we can be in control. Yes, that's most important, you know, so I don't know.
It definitely is. Well, I definitely pray for you on that and hope you can really just gain some clarity through that and kind of get through that period in your life.
Yeah, thank you.
But definitely on to another positive, positive, I guess you could say. How was the dating set? You know, we got to ask. I mean, the height difference was crazy. Was it awkward? Was it weird? Like,
no. That's my big old bear still. I'll love him forever. You know, it's with a person like me and him, when you make connections like that in the world and in life, you kind of keep them forever, regardless of what happens or what goes on and why you drift apart. But as big as he was, as little as I am, we both have those big personalities, those fun, you know, childlike personalities where you can turn anything into fun, and that's why we got along the best, and that's why it lasted. But whatever, nothing was awkward, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm just a person, and when you're behind the doors, you have to know how to shut those exteriors down and just be who you are. And we could roll around and have fun and be normal, you know what I mean? But then jumping into those entertainment shoes and then dealing with how the world perceives you as these entities, you know what I mean? You have to be somebody else. So sometimes it's a struggle, but you know what I mean? Like, that's just the world we chose, or maybe God just blessed us with this. You just roll with it. But it was very fun. Different, but the same. I don't know how to really explain it. Normal situation, but not to you guys.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a picture one time on his Instagram of, like, Kevin Hart and him, and I was like, Lord, and then I seen a picture of you too, and it just kind of reminded me of the same
no.
Thing. What is he, like 7'1", 7'2"?
7'2", yeah.
That is crazy. Oh, my gosh. So, of course, I know that there had to be a very hard breakup for one that was public, and then for two, I mean, you all dated for a while. So, I mean, that's feelings and love and connections and everything. But I think that, you know, reading in the blogs and seeing everything, I just honestly just would want to ask you personally, I mean, did he cheat? Is that the reason why you all broke up?
That's a hard question because of our, obviously, you know, like when you're in a relationship, you have your, personally, and between the two of you, have your, the way you work things out or the way you handle things, right? Okay, so I could say that. For me, out of respect, I would have never thought that without me knowing, and not even that that's okay, right? Because we had a long distance thing at that point, but if you're that close to somebody, maybe, like, and you have, like, something worked out between you two mentally, just because you both are public figures and whatever you do does get picked up, and if the world still thinks that you're, like, living together, or however, whatever that case may be, right? I think it's just ultimately a lack of respect for another person if you publicly without that other person knowing, go on and you're traveling with somebody and clearly don't care that, like, you're going to be seen. So I just felt like that was the most hurtful part, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And listen, like I said, like, I just would never do that. You know what I mean? But that's me. I would never do that. Like, I would respectfully say, hey, I'm going to talk to somebody else. And as hard as that is, I'm just a truthful, honest person, even if it's brutal. And this is what's going to happen. You may see something or not, but listen, you know, I still love, and I know that sounds crazy, but you work different things out when you're in a business the way that you are. And if it is a long-distance relationship, I'm not an idiot. I know he's going to be talking to other people, out with other people. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know what I'm doing, too. However, when you step out into another world, right, you know, when you step out into another world, you got to have a little bit of respect for the person that you know what I mean? Don't tell me one thing and then I see another. Now I lose respect for you. Like, come on, man, in the world, that's humiliating. So that was the point and why it hurt, because I would have never thought, thinking of so highly of someone, regardless if you're with them or not, and you have an understanding, that would happen. So that was a hurtful part for me, because it was humiliating. I'm sitting, whatever. So that, with that being said, but if that makes sense, I just didn't want to speak for him or whatever.
No, it definitely makes sense.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's kind of sloppy, just being all out.
Yeah, just like you don't care. Yeah, like you, okay. Yeah,
but
so anyway.
The thing about it is, the girl looks like you, like that we've seen him.
Yeah, I mean, but maybe that's why he took to her. It was some type of connection where visually or however, whatever. And, you know what I mean? And I don't even want to talk about the other, because that girl, bye. But, you know, whatever. You can't, I know my shoes will never be filled by any man that's ever loved me, so I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so,
honey.
yeah. So, all, you know, whatever. But if he's happy and they're happy, then I'm happy for them.
Oh, yeah,
I love it. But if he honestly came back and, you know, said, like, I made a big mistake, I want to get married tomorrow, would you honestly take him back? Because I know you love him. No. Okay. For me, I love him and always have a place in my heart. My heart's humongous. There's places, like, for everybody, always, forever. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't like to move backwards, because I feel like it's important. See, for me, you guys never really, if you follow my career, ever seen me publicly be with someone official, right? It's always been he say, she say. Now, I've had high-profile relationships, but I just never made it public. So it was always speculation and whatever went around that, whether someone made it up or it was, right? That's my business, my personal business. But I stepped out into the light with him because we were going to have a full-fledged relationship, and I said, okay, I'm committing to this, right? And so that's why it's one of those touchy situations where in a relationship I just feel like it's important to know what you have right then and there. And I think a lot of people in the world are so busy looking outside, not seeing what they have inside, that they get lost and they want something else and realize that grass, and I know it's a cliche saying, is not greener on the other side. Remember, somebody's looking at your damn grass. They want that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you always have to get an inner perspective and an outer perspective, but people don't want to do that. And so I don't like to move backwards, because I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do in a relationship, and maybe so are you, but you still choose to have something else or something. And so then you have to deal with that. Like, I have no regrets. I was the best person that I was going to be because I committed to that. So I got to move on. Now, I don't like to move backwards. So I love him to death, but I wouldn't go there. You know what I mean? And I don't like to never say never, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to move on with my life. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I gave you a chance, you kind of messed it up, so I'm kind of moving on. Like, but my favorite thing
is, you got to move on.
The grass is not always green on the other side, because it turns out to be fake. You know what I mean? Like, it might look greener, but then you go over there and it's not even real grass. So now you didn't mess up this happy home over there because you want to go see what's going on over there. So I definitely feel you on that. Definitely. Yeah. Well, I mean, are you dating now? Because, I mean, of course, it takes
No. Yeah, no, I was, and it's crazy because, I mean, that was over a year ago, and no, I knew that was rocky because, again, but once again, I tried a relationship outside of being so hurt by the previous one. I'm like, well, let me give it a shot. You know, we had something going. He's in the same city. Like, we were good friends before, so let's go. But some people just are not cut out for a relationship, and guess what? I am nobody's mama. I am nobody's mentor. I want to be a woman in a relationship, and you be the man. And when I got to think and do all of these different things and run up, dude, come, I'm sorry. Okay, well, good luck. I got to move on. And I'm at a point right now, like, I cannot even imagine trying to emotionally or physically, like, connect with somebody because it's been so exhausting for me. Like, people think they want something, and when they get it, they cannot freaking handle it, and it drives me crazy. So I'm utterly like, I'm single, so single, and I'm just focused on my work, and I'm like, okay, this time I gotta just do my work. I gotta just focus on me. You know, it's always been my family or a love life or something else, and now, as I talk to you today, I'm in a transitional state as far as career and work is concerned, and I'm telling you what, there is a snowball rolling, and I cannot wait for it, you know, for everybody to see what's going on and happening, and it's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Now speaking of work and stuff like that, you know, you focused on that. What's the major things that's paying the bills right now? What projects you on, or what's going on with you as far as that?
It may sound all over the place, but as I've been in this business, I mean, listen, there's 3 things that people focus on, right? And you got to pick one, because you can't have all 3. That's what I say. You can, but one snowballs into the other. People either want the fame, or people want the money, or people want the business. I want the business. I've always had that. God blessed me with the fame already, right? Okay, so that's something that just came. It wasn't something I was after. The money's going to come with the correct business venture that you choose to do. So that's going to be there too. I want the business. I want to drop anchors all over the world where that is just continually just working for itself, because I love to travel, I love to eat, I love to take care of people, and my happiness comes through the closest people being happy and then being able to be okay, right? You know what I mean? So for me, I've been making a bunch of business deals happen, and, you know, I'm veering more towards the fitness world. That leads into other things, and, you know, back on TV, working on something like that, which we can get on later and I can tell you about when I can. But it's just time for me to come out on my own and show people how they could do it if they want to, but also having fun doing it, you know what I mean? So there's so many things in the works that I'm just so excited about it. And I will give you guys a little hint. I'm working on a game app on the business end as well as, on the creative end. And we'll be having, like, a release come very soon, probably towards the beginning of the summer, so that I'll be able to truly, like, all the way talk about it. So I'm so excited about that, and that's a whole nother world. And the game is going to be great. So there's a lot of things going on. Yeah.
Yeah, get updated about that.
You know, what kind of game app, like, is it something like a puzzle type of game or some kind of Angry Birds kind of, what kind of game?
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint because we know we're doing all the press releases and getting things together for it right now. Do you guys remember when I did I Love Money? And it was like a physical challenge type of game? And then at the end, it, like, hits you upside the head with a mental challenge. So imagine, like, all of those things. That was one of my favorite shows that I've ever done, just because you were traveling and it was adventurous, and, you know what I mean? Like, half of it was crazy, and, like, you know, I'm all for that. Oh, I'll jump, I'll go. But right when you think that you may win or lose, you get hit upside the head with a mental challenge, you know? So combining both of those keeps you engaged and always on your toes. And combining all of those things, I wanted to combine all of those things into an app game that is very simple. I mean, it sounds intricate, but it's very simple. So mix your Frogger game or your Cookie Monster game with your Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader all in one. And it's something just different. But anyway, that's all I can pretty much give you on that. It's going to be exciting. Like, I'm really excited about it. And at the very end, you know, you get to unlock characters. And obviously, when you beat it, you unlock, like, me. And obviously, I'm going to run faster, jump higher, get you more coins. Like, it's just very fun.
Oh, my gosh. You know,
it's going to be fun.
Pushing on the game world because that Candy Crush, they made, oh, my gosh, so much money.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very good business move for me because it's another world. And see, it's going to be constructed to where it's not just for my fans, because they're going to love what I do regardless. I love them so much. They've been so loyal. I love them. But it's for gaining people that have no freaking clue who the hell I am and want to play the game and are interested in it in the first place. So that's where it's at, hitting both markets. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, all right, Hoopz, I'm trying to get this summer body ready now. I got to get in the 2 pieces. I got to hit the beach. I got to do photo shoot. I need some advice. How do I get those washboard abs?
I'm going to tell you. I despise the gym. I'm not with, like, I love that people can go and that's how they function, like they have to go get a workout in or whatever. But for me, because I'm so busy, and I know there's a bunch of moms out there that have kids, or you being in the office or the studio or whatever, it's so hard to keep that schedule. And one thing, I can't quite commit to the same thing. My discipline is far-fetched. Like, I got none. So how I work, I'm more active. So I just would tell you to get moving. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Go for a bike ride. Go for a freaking walk and then run and sprint and just do something fun. Like, go to the tennis court. Go try to play basketball. You're not realizing that you're burning calories. You work the muscles you never worked before. You get toned so quick. Everybody thinks there's just one pattern to get in shape. Right. No, it's not. It depends on you and your body and your life. Like, you know what I mean? So you just fit those things in. But I would never be like, hey, go do this workout and squats and this, that, and the other. But what I can do is come out with a cute fitness line. You can look good doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, please do.
Just challenging you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just go and do something fun. That's all I can say. Put on some roller skates. Put on some rollerblades. Film it, and you're going to have fun at the same time getting a total lower body workout. You know what I mean? That's important.
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids, you can be out doing that stuff with them, and you're not really wasting time. But anyway, that's how I roll.
Oh, well, I definitely am going to take that advice. And you know what? Younger, I was like the roller skate queen, honey. So that's a good idea. Like,
but yeah, put them back on with your high tube socks. Go. Like, it's so much fun, and you inspire other people to be like, oh, my gosh. Because a lot of people are like, oh, my God, that was so 80s. But no, it's not. You can do all that crap now, man, and have so much fun. It just enhances your over life experience or life period, you know, and it makes other people want to do it.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, can you still hoop these days? I mean, I had a little...
Oh, yeah! That sounds like a call-out to me.
Yeah, I had a little skill myself. I actually played a little
bit.
So it's funny because, you know, the girly girls, everybody's always like, oh, you can't play. And then when you change up, you're like, oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely, girl, we got to hit the court. We got to do something.
Yes, that's half of how I stay fit now. Now, I can't say that I got the wind that I still do. You know, I'm getting older. However, I go to the court all prissy, looking cute, you know what I'm saying, but still athletic enough. And then I go take all the boys' money because I'll just be shooting at the court with me and a couple of my friends. And then, you know, you got all the people, all the younger kids coming over from high school and stuff. And they're like, and then I'll have my friends say, hey, get a pickup game going. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to be over there bricking and looking like I can't do nothing, you know. Then we get a big full court game going, and I tear them all up. We take their money. I don't know if I can say that online. And then, yeah, that's that whole white man can't jump thing. But, no, I get out there. I still play. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Wow,
that's hilarious. And, you know, me and Jay actually, we put on an event, and that would be pretty cool if we could maybe do something. I don't know, maybe like a summer-type tournament or something. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe
it would really be fun. Hello?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, gosh, I thought you guys dropped the call, got all quiet. Yeah, no, the tournament sounds fun. Set it up, let me know. We'll get something going.
Oh, yes, definitely. Tenai, you still there?
You said today.
Today.
We got to do something to get the kids involved. We need to do a kid tournament and get them all playing and stuff. Do something for them.
Oh, yeah. I think Tenai actually dropped, though. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I heard someone drop.
Yeah, because she's in the host thing recording this. Hold on, let me text her right fast. Okay, that sounds like there she is right there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh! It's all right.
No clue what happened, but I'm sorry, I missed that whole whatever you just said.
We were just talking about the tournament and getting the kids involved and stuff wherever we do it, but I'm down. Just let me know.
Okay, yeah, definitely, Jay. We gotta get that together.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, Tenai, did it record? Did you drop out of the host thing or?
No, I think when I came back on, it said that it was still recording.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just cut and paste edit this part out.
Yeah.
Yes, please
no
do.
Problem.
But okay, so what's, I guess you already kind of told us what's next. Do you have any social media you can plug for your fans or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I just got done doing a photo shoot back at home in Detroit, Michigan, and so brand new website coming. It's going to be dope. We gave like a little bit of behind the scenes, but I want to save those pictures for like exclusively for the website because I have like my Instagram and Twitter and my Facebook is all The Real Hoopz. So you can get on there and pretty much those stream together or whatever. But really, we release some pretty cool videos of just like regular life stuff, you know what I mean? And people, they have fun, whether I'm jumping off a rock somewhere or trying to skydive, doing something crazy and fun. But yeah, so at The Real Hoopz, and that's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then I have a Snapchat, which I just got, by the way, because there's so many outlets, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really have to try to keep up with all this. Is at The Real Hoopz as well, and I'm not really savvy on it yet, but I'll start really working it. It's pretty fun.
Sounds good. You definitely have to follow. Jay don't have an Instagram yet. We trying to get him up on that. He needs to come on.
Really?
But please follow me on Instagram, Your Girl T. Follow me. I'll follow that.
Okay. All right.
Jay?